here, and today I am filming a very random sit-down talking video. But before I go into it, I wanted to let you guys know that I lost my voice, so this is why I sound like this. I don't normally sound like this raspy and low, but I lost my voice last weekend and it's still gone, so yeah, just kind of rolling with it. I have not uploaded on the last Friday or the last Tuesday, and if you guys don't know, I upload every Tuesday and Friday, so I really hate not uploading. When I said I'm gonna upload, that was the whole point of me having a schedule, was so that I don't forget and I don't push it off. But this week was a really rough week, and that is why I'm making this video. I'm human, I have bad weeks, I sometimes just have really awful days and will sit in my room and cry all day long, which is basically what I did for some of this week. It was just really bad, and I don't want to talk about what made it bad, but I wanted to kind of read my old journal. I got this, I think, junior year of high school, and now I'm a junior in college. Wow, I didn't even think about that. I kind of want to show you guys that some things are like the end of the world. They feel like the end of the world. They feel like you don't know who you are. You feel like you lost all your friends, or you lost the boy that you really liked, or he's not giving you any attention and you're sad. And that was basically my life, and basically still is, because I'm a normal girl. So that is why I'm filming this, and I wanted to read some parts of my journal. This isn't gonna be like one of those funny reaction videos. It's gonna be more of a deeper one where I'm kind of telling you guys, like, it's okay not to be okay. We've all been there, and I want to let you guys know that even in weeks like this is such a bad week for me, and it's honestly one of the worst of my life, and I'll probably say that again in the next 5 years, that this week was the worst of my life. And I just want to let you guys know that, like, it's okay. Like, I don't know, just, it's okay to have bad weeks. Everyone has them, and it's not a bad life, it's just a bad week. But I basically only wrote in this when I was having one of those bad weeks, because when I was happy and excited, I didn't really journal anything. I wasn't one of those people that journals a ton. I just kind of journaled when I was really sad and feeling lonely. So this wasn't like a Dear Diary, like, everyday thing. But yeah, I just want to give you guys some inspiration. Hopefully this video helps at least one of you guys. Okay, so the very first I'm thinking of food. First entry in this journal is from January 5th, 2013, 3 years ago. It was a very good day. I guess I was having a great day when I got this. I said, this is my first day in this journal, and I am so excited. I wrote a page in my other notebook on New Year's Day about how unhappy I was and how mad I was, and 5 days later, I'm the happiest I've ever been. I've never felt so alive. Quickly, January 9th, 2013, 4 days later, not even 5, I wrote, so for some reason, I do not know why, today was just a bad day. I was just slightly annoyed at school in general, but then in school today, I'm gonna make up a name because I don't want anyone watching this and getting mad at me. But in school today, Paul was asking me for an answer to some fake AP exam, since I was working with this smart girl in my class, and I guess he thought I gave him the wrong answer and was telling everyone that I did. But I know this shouldn't bother me, but for some reason it really does. He consistently thinks I'm out to get him. I was highly considering texting him and saying, hey, I'm not out to get you. Maybe this is funny, I don't know. Maybe word it differently, but I stopped myself because, one, I'm never gonna be the first one to text him after everything. And most recently, about this thing that he told people that was really like messed up that he told people. I don't want to say, but yeah, I will not approach him. I've told him countless of numbers of times I'm over it and don't hate him and I forgive him, but yet he continues to spread rumors and thinks I'm some bitch. Let me tell you, it is one of the hardest things I've ever done, being nice to him. Honestly, I don't know why or how I'm doing it, but continue wishing me luck. If any of you guys feel this way, like, just know that me and this one guy, like, it was a very small thing, but it meant the world to me. Like, I thought that when this drama was going on in my life, that it was just like the end of the world and it was the worst thing, and now I look back at it and I like don't care at all, and it's just like funny that I was even in that situation. So if you guys are going through anything like that, like middle school or high school, like I promise you it feels like the worst thing in the world, and you feel like texting him first, or like him caring what you think, or spreading rumors and stuff feels so awful. And it is, in that moment, it is. I completely, like, I feel that, and I know how bad I felt because I cried my eyes out. I cried myself to sleep almost every night junior year. So I know the pain is real. It's not fake pain. But I'm just letting you guys know that it gets so much better. Like, I don't even think about that anymore. And when I see that person, me and him, I mean, we're not like friends, but like, we'll talk, we'll say hey, catch up. Like, it's so easy. It's so weird how you can just put things behind you, and like, I don't know, I'm telling you guys that it does get better. January 17th, so like 8 days after that happened, I said, wow, so this week really sucked. I've been so emotional lately and I don't know why. First of all, exams aren't helping me at all, but I don't think that's it, and I don't want to get in my depressed mood again. I thought I was better, but what if I'm not? What if I really am depressed? I lose everyone because it's my fault. I always do something wrong, and it's always me, and I take full responsibility for it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I want to talk to someone about it, but I don't know who. Alden, maybe, but she's too tired. She's probably tired of being best friends with the depressed girl. Oh my gosh, okay, this is bringing back a lot of feels. If you guys feel this way, you guys are not alone. Like, junior year was a rough one for me. I felt like I was losing all my friends, if you can't tell. He said, sometimes I wonder if I met myself, would I like myself? That scares me too, and if I look back to 2012, so much has changed. I've lost so many of my friends, Paul especially, that guy that I was talking to. I don't know why that still hurts, because it shouldn't, and I should be 100% over it by now, but I know he is, and he's happy too. People are glad when I'm not in their lives and I'm done with them. They realize they're better, and I'm over the breakup completely and so happy we did it, but I'm just not over the thought of losing a friend. Oh my goodness, I thought this thing was the end of the world. I was obsessed with some boy that was so stupid. Like, it was just like, looking back now, it's stupid, but in the moment it was not. It was just so, I was so like, I don't know why I was so into someone, but like, I was so young and so naive and just really into a boy, and that happens, you guys. Like, I feel like everyone goes through this. No one just kind of wants to admit it, but I'm here admitting that I was into someone so much, like way more than they were into me, and like, I thought that it was everything to me when it was actually, looking back, not. Like, he's so, like, it's not a big deal anymore. So I want this to kind of be like hope for you guys. Like, what you're going through now will not be a big deal later on. I just kept asking myself, why am I so sad? On the outside, I look like I have it all. And if you think about materials, yeah, I do. But I don't know what's missing. A lot of times I will still kind of have like inner conflicts with myself. Like, I'm not good enough for anyone. I'm not, like, people don't like me, but all this stuff, and I still feel that way all the time. But like, in this moment, I like really felt that way, and it sucked, guys. So not gonna lie, I understand if you are doing, like, if you're going through this. This college is so much better, and even in college I had some of the worst weeks of my life. Like, freshman year, I had something that I thought was the worst day of my life, and it was the day I found out that my boyfriend was cheating on me. So that was pretty bad. And then junior year, this year, I felt like the worst week of my life, and so far it is the worst week of my life. But like, I'm sure, I know that in like 2 years maybe I'll have another one of those, you know. Like, it's kind of discouraging, because it's like, wow, will I never catch a break? But it's encouraging because these things are insignificant in the future. You're not going to dwell on them. You're not going to be sad forever. I've had one bad week out compared to every other week being great. Even if it's not like, oh my god, this was the funnest week. Like, I was happy, genuinely happy. So I just want you guys to know that it does get better. I signed one of the entries, Natalie Barbu, and then in parentheses I said, why did I write my last name? Oh my gosh, I'm weird, guys. Like, I'm strange. I'm a strange person. February 14th, 2013. Valentine's Day. Heart. Yay. I'm not one of those people who complains on this day, and I'm not gonna be, nor will I start. I'm so happy when I see all these happy couples, but it would be nice to have another person who wanted me, other than my family and other than God. I know those are the greatest things and I know they're enough, but at the same time, I miss having someone to talk to. I miss having someone who cared. I never have had that feeling before, and I may have thought I had that feeling, but I really never have. I can't allow myself to think I'm not good enough. I know God is saving someone so special for me, and I know He is protecting me, but what if I want that risk? Even if the guy will hurt me, what if it's worth knowing what it's like to be cared about? I want to matter to someone. I want to be a person that has someone. I want to be the first thought in someone's mind when they wake up and last before bed. I want someone to be genuinely nice and care about me, and I've never felt that way. Never. Oh my goodness. And then I said, and as much as Paul hurt me, and as many scars as he left me, I do not regret it, and I learned from it, and I made it out as such a better person. So if that means that I get hurt again, I want to take that risk. I want to know what it feels like, and maybe hope that there is a decent teenage boy out there. Happy Valentine's Day. That boy that I'm talking about so much is so insignificant now. Like, I guess I learned from that, but like, I learned so much more in other parts of my life and with other people in my life. Like, I don't consider that something that's like scarred me anymore or anything like that. I just think of it as like something that happened in my life. This is kind of nerve-wracking for me because I know a lot of people from my high school watch my videos, like a ton. I see like on Google Analytics where people are watching, and it's like people from my high school. And so this is kind of nervous for me because people know who I'm talking about, because I'm not the type of person that has dated a lot of guys. And this guy that I'm talking about, I never even dated. It was like a thing, but I never dated him. And so I feel like people know who it is, and that's kind of like scary for me. So this is in May. So all of this stuff that I was reading earlier happened in like January, February. So now we're in May, and I said AP exams are next week. OMG, studying my butt off for AP Psych since Mrs. S didn't teach us anything. Okay, so IDK if I wrote this, but Jonathan asked me to prom, and I'm glad because me and Jonathan are good friends. Honestly, he's probably my best guy friend, and the thing is, I'm pretty sure that he likes me. I like him as a friend and nothing more. I'm so excited for prom though, and super excited for summer. Should be awesome. So see, at this point, like at the end of that same school year, I wasn't even thinking about that situation anymore. Like, that situation was long gone, like it was over. One of them I said, so I'm just writing because I'm filming my back to school outfits video. Go YouTube. I guess this like was a potential to be an intro, but like it ended up not being it because look at how crappy that looks. I wrote down, I highly encourage all you girls to do this, wrote down a list of qualities that I want my future like boyfriend, husband, boyfriend to have. One of them was, I want a guy who is spontaneous and adventurous, yet he will stay just to spend a lazy afternoon with me sometimes. I want a guy who isn't afraid to let people know that I'm his. I want a guy who respects me and my family. I said I want a guy who will play soccer with Lucas and enjoy it. And I like soccer players. I want a guy who's not clingy and who realizes I need my alone time but never wants to be lonely. I want a guy who I won't have to be afraid when they talk to other girls because I'm a jealous person. And I want someone who is tall, handsome, and strong. I want a guy who will make me a playlist and know exactly what songs to put. Still very important to this day. Good music taste is hot. I want a guy who won't be too embarrassed if I offer to pay to help out. Yeah, strong women. But then I also said, I want a guy who will still spend some money on me, but only if he can. I want a guy who will forgive me willingly because God knows I'll need to be forgiven. I want a guy who likes my friends and who has nice friends, not jerks. Is that too much to ask at the bottom? I also wrote the lyrics to Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball because it like really touched me. Started writing about my prom date in here. By the way, he ended up being my boyfriend, my very first boyfriend, so that's why I thought it was funny that I was like, I think he likes me, but like I don't like him. And I said, I was like, So me and whatever his name was, prom date, whatever I said, Jonathan I think it was. So me and Jonathan are officially dating. I was ranting about this one girl that was talking to my boyfriend. Like, people who watch this from my high school are gonna know so many names and so many things. It's gonna be so embarrassing, and I hope no one texts me and they're like, hey, like, why do you talk about me and that? Like, I actually wrote about you in my journal. This is so much more embarrassing than me talking about you in a video, but this was from a long time ago. Like, I'm very, like, putting myself out here right now. It's my channel, I do what I want, so tell me what to talk about. So December 2014, freshman year of college after final exams. So I said, so it's been a while. I've successfully completed my first semester of college with a 3.33 GPA. Not bad, but not great. Let me tell you about my first semester and last summer. Wow, a lot has gone on. Jonathan and I were planning to end things before college, which we did, but shortly got back together because we're only 30 minutes away. We broke up though beginning of November for a weekend because I had discovered that he was cheating on me. Go to my cheating video if you kind of want to hear about that. I hope if you're reading this, you never have to go through that pain. Your heart shatters in a million pieces and you feel like you can't breathe. I honestly think it feels like death. Do you know what it feels like to be completely used and lied to for so long? Question and doubt everything that person has ever told you. Still searching for the scattered pieces of my heart. Natalie, you found them, it's okay. You found them, you picked the pieces up. I keep wondering, how the hell did things get so complicated? Literally what I'm thinking this week too. How the hell did my life get so freaking complicated? I don't know. Then I wrote July 2015. Long time, no writing. Basically how every journal entry starts. It would take way too long to write down everything I missed, but just know I'm happy. Oh, this is such a good ending to this. But just know that I am happy. I didn't think I would be, but I am. A month and a week ago, Jonathan and I broke up, and it was surprisingly harder than I thought. Then it was easier. It was as mutual as anything could be. Both realized our differences were too big to ignore, and we had ignored them for a year and a half, and we couldn't do it anymore. Things change, and God has a plan, and it's good if we let it unravel. To be a light in this very dark world, and I fail and make mistakes every day, but God is good and I'm sorry for messing up daily. Love, Natalie. And that was the last thing I wrote. So it was kind of a good ending. Seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, that's kind of what this week is. This week was so rough, but I know that there will be better days and it's already looking up. So if any of you guys related to any of these seasons in my life, let me know, comment down below. I hope this video was a good one. I have so much studying to do today, but I need to upload and post because it's Friday. And I love you guys. Please have this be a responsive video. Comment whatever you want. Comment multiple times throughout it. I want this to be interactive. Please comment. Please, please, please comment. Yeah, thumbs this video up so that people can find it. You guys, we hit 41,000, which is freaking insane. And we hit it in 1 week. Like, we went from 40,000 to 41,000 in 1 week. That's so crazy. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best subscribers a girl could ever ask for. And yeah, thanks for letting me vent to you guys. I like doing it. It was kind of nice reading my journal, brought back a lot of feels, but just so you know, all of those things that I wrote in there felt like the end of the world at one point, and now here I am. So it gets better, you guys, and I love you. Bye.